Close your eyes for a moment and picture a cozy 1950s kitchen. Pastel colors on the walls, the smell of fresh-baked cookies in the air, and a family gathered around the table after a long day. Those were simpler times, when new gadgets promised to make life easier for busy homemakers. After the war, America was booming. Families moved to the suburbs, kitchens got bigger and brighter, and companies flooded the market with clever inventions to save time and bring a little magic to everyday chores. Today, on American Rewind, we're taking a longer trip down memory lane with 10 forgotten kitchen gadgets from the 1950s that made cooking a breeze. These little helpers brought joy to daily routines and turned ordinary meals into something special. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let's remember how things used to be. Number 10. The Stovetop Percolator Coffee Pot. Visuals: close-ups of a shiny aluminum percolator bubbling on a gas stove, coffee cycling through the glass knob. Cut to 1950s family at breakfast table, radio playing softly. Back in the 1950s, no morning felt complete without the gentle glug-glug of a stovetop percolator on the burner. These tall aluminum pots, often with a clear glass knob on top, let you watch the dark coffee rise and fall in a hypnotic rhythm, cycle after cycle. The whole house filled with that rich, comforting aroma that pulled everyone out of bed. Dad might talk about work, the kids about school, while the radio hummed in the background with Perry Como or the morning news. It wasn't just coffee, it was a ritual that started the day with connection. Many say percolators made stronger, bolder coffee than today's drip machines. But when automatic electric brewers arrived in the late 60s, promising set it and forget it convenience, the old percolator got pushed to the back shelf, and eventually out of kitchens altogether. Yet coffee lovers today are rediscovering them. Some swear the percolator method brings out flavors you just can't get any other way. Number 9. The lever-release aluminum ice cube tray. Visuals: frosty freezer compartment, hand-filling trays, pulling the lever with satisfying crack sound effect. Kids clinking cubes into lemonade glasses on a sunny porch. Before automatic ice makers, every freezer had rows of shiny aluminum ice cube trays with that clever lever in the middle. You'd fill them at the sink, carefully slide them in, and wait. Then came the magic. Pull the lever and hear that sharp, satisfying crack as perfect cubes popped free, no chips or sticking. On hot summer days, those cubes clinked into tall glasses of lemonade or iced tea, cooling down sweaty kids after hours of playing outside. It was a small daily triumph. But as refrigerators got fancier with built-in dispensers in the 1970s and 80s, these manual trays seemed like too much work. They vanished from drawers, though some of us still miss that crisp pop. Number 8. The Butter Curler. Visuals: elegant dinner table set with china, butter dish featuring perfect golden curls. Homemaker demonstrating the curler on a cold stick of butter. Dinner tables in the 1950s often featured a pretty butter dish with delicate curls or balls arranged just so, all thanks to the handy butter curler. This simple tool had a hooked blade that scraped across a chilled stick, creating beautiful ribbons that looked almost too fancy to eat. Homemakers loved adding that extra touch for company or Sunday dinners after church. It turned plain butter into a small work of art and made everyone feel special. Presentation mattered in the post-war era. Entertaining was a way to show prosperity. As softer tub butter became common and meals grew casual, the curler got tucked away. But it reminds us of a time when even the smallest details brought elegance to the table. Number 7. The Egg Slicer. Hard-boiled eggs being perfectly sliced, neat rounds on salads or deviled egg platters. Potluck scenes, bridge club ladies chatting. Picnics, potlucks, and holiday buffets wouldn't have been the same without perfectly sliced hard-boiled eggs, and the egg slicer made it effortless. Place a peeled egg in the base, lower the wired top, press down, and get even slices every time. No crumbling yolks or uneven cuts, just neat rounds ready for garnishes. It saved precious minutes when preparing for bridge club or family gatherings. Deviled eggs and gelatin salads were everywhere in the 50s. With fewer classic egg dishes today and sharp knives doing the job, this gadget rarely sees daylight. But it was a quiet hero of mid-century entertaining. Number 6. The Stovetop Pressure Cooker. Heavy aluminum cooker with jiggling weight, steam hissing. tough meat turning tender, bright veggies. After the war, families wanted faster meals, and the stovetop pressure cooker became a hero. With its tight lid and rocking weight, it tenderized tough cuts in minutes and kept vegetables vibrant. That steady hiss and jiggle meant dinner was near, giving mom time to help with homework or relax. It felt like modern magic in kitchens hungry for convenience. Electric versions brought it back later, but the classic stovetop faded as microwaves and slow cookers took over. Still, many grandmas swore by it for Sunday pot roasts. Number 5. The green bean slicer. Crank gadget clamped to table, beans feeding in, slices falling. Kids helping, canning jars lined up. Summer gardens overflowed with green beans, and snapping them by hand took forever, until the green bean slicer. This crank-operated tool clamped to the table. Feed beans into the hopper, turn the handle, and watch thin, even slices drop into a bowl. It made big batches for supper or canning fun, especially when kids turned the crank. It carried that Victory Garden spirit from wartime. When frozen and pre-cut veggies hit stores, this seasonal helper went to the attic. But it captured the joy of preserving summer's bounty. Number 4. The cake breaker. Tall angel food cake, comb-like tool gently separating fluffy slices. Church bake sale table. Angel food cakes rose tall and airy in tube pans, but knives squashed them. That's why the cake breaker was genius. Its spaced tines pulled slices apart gently, keeping them light and fluffy. Perfect for Sunday dessert or church bake sales. Bakers took pride in those towering, perfect pieces. As denser cakes rose in popularity and serrated knives improved, the delicate breaker slipped away. But for angel food fans, nothing matched it. Number 3. The manual ice crusher. Sturdy crusher bolted to counter, crank turning, ice shards pouring. Cocktail party on porch. Suburban parties featured frosty drinks thanks to the manual ice crusher. Fill the hopper, crank steadily, and watch shards pour out. The crunching sound added to the festive mood on warm evenings with neighbors. It brought restaurant-style crushed ice home, perfect for mint juleps or sodas. Blenders and automatic dispensers made it old-fashioned, retiring it to basements. But it evokes those golden-era backyard gatherings. Number 2. The cookie press. Metal press squeezing wreaths, trees, stars onto sheets. Kids sprinkling sugar, holiday baking. Christmas meant trays of beautiful spritz cookies, all perfectly shaped with a cookie press. Pack dough into the tube, pick a disc, pump the trigger, and uniform designs appeared like magic. Kids loved watching and decorating. It made holiday baking joyful rather than overwhelming. Ready-made dough and easier methods stored the press away. But those shaped cookies are pure nostalgia. Number 1. The Sunbeam Mixmaster Stand Mixer. Gleaming chrome Mixmaster in pastels, beaters spinning. Baking montage, cakes, cookies, potatoes. Topping our list is the gleaming Sunbeam Mixmaster, the chrome powerhouse that changed baking forever. With its heavy base, twin beaters, and speeds, it handled everything hands-free while the cook multitasked. Often in pastels to match the kitchen, it sat proudly on the counter like a trusted friend. Holiday sessions and everyday meals benefited from its power. Stand mixers endure today, but the classic 1950s models, with solid build and simple elegance, hold a special place in memories. Montage of all gadgets, family scenes, flea market finds. Fade to modern hand picking up a vintage mixer. We've reached the end of our journey through 10 wonderful gadgets that made 1950s kitchens warm and full of possibility. Each tells a story of family life, hard work eased, and small joys in routines. Which one brought back the clearest memory for you? Maybe it's time to share a story with someone younger, or hunt one down at a flea market. These treasures are still out there, waiting to be rediscovered. If this trip touched your heart, please give the video a like, drop your favorite forgotten gadget in the comments. I read them all, and subscribe to American Rewind with notifications on so we can keep traveling back together. Thanks for spending this time with us. Until next time, take care.